Hello and welcome, my Gemini friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be a group reading for my friends born under the Gemini zodiac sign in celebration of the Fall Equinox. On Monday, we're going to celebrate Fall Equinox. Many of us are enjoying the amazing and beautiful fall colors that Mother Nature is bestowing on us as the season is changing. The Fall Equinox marks a time when Mother Nature is preparing for the cycle of death. This is an excellent time for us to reflect on our lives and look at what needs to be released in our situation. And that's exactly what the reading is going to be about. I'm going to explore what my Gemini friends can release this Fall Equinox. The deck I chose for this reading is the Tarot de la Nuit, and I will be ending off with an oracle blessing from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle. Like always, I will have links below to both these gorgeous decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Gemini friends, let's see what the cards have in store for you. Alright, what can my Gemini friends release this Fall Equinox? How can they establish the balance of light and dark during this Fall Equinox? Okay, got a jumper. Alright, got a couple jumpers here. The first card is the Emperor. He's the fourth card in the Major Arcana, and he talks about structure and routine. He's a Major Arcana, often seen as the father figure, the provider of the deck. The second jumper we had was the Two of Cups. Twos are about duality and choice. Cups are about emotion and intuition. So what we're looking at so far here is that the Emperor is kind of really being a bit of a tyrant, if you will, for you Gemini, and it's time to relax some of those rules and regulations that are going on in your life. Don't release all of them. You will go into chaos. These are about little releases so that you can maintain and sustain them. Similar to that when we do like New Year's resolutions and we do major changes, like we're going to give up major food groups or we're going to lose a lot of weight. It lasts for a little while, but the majority of the time we relapse. So releasing a little bit of his power, giving it more back into a balanced piece. And that's how I've gotten that information, is that we've got the Two of Cups right here. Balancing out the Emperor's power. Releasing a little bit so it's not so regulated. That regulation is really causing some situational problems for you, Gemini. This connection piece isn't a connection to another person. This is a connection to your higher self. With a more balanced relationship with your higher self, it's going to be easier to release some of the Emperor's hold on you. Like I said, don't release all of it. It's just a little bit of release here. The next card, the Four of Swords. Fours are stable foundational number. Swords are about truth and knowledge. And this is really kind of where we're headed. When you bring in balance and you relax the Emperor a bit, you're looking at a bit of a rest or reprieve. When you release the rigid and really static structure of the routines and regulations you have in your life, you're going to find that you're able to rest a little bit. You're going to connect in with your higher self and you're going to be able to move forward. Four of Swords is a rest and rejuvenation card, and that rejuvenation is going to be a big important piece for you. But it's also that pause before you take on that next piece. And this release will help you take on that next piece and feel like you can really take a hold of it and go forward. And the next piece for you, Gemini, is the Star. The Star is the 17th card in the Major Arcana, and it's known as your hopes and dreams card. You really want to move forward, really connect in, and connect into the Star. You need to connect into that balance, and you need a little bit of rejuvenation, that self-love. The Emperor does not do self-love. The Emperor is all about getting the job done. He's all about that very stiff and rigid movement. releasing him a little bit so that you're able to rejuvenate, you're able to regain balance so that you can really embrace that star, those hopes, those dreams, those things that you really want to get done. That connection in, and we've got another balance piece. The star is a very balanced piece where she's balanced in the earth and in the water. So she's grounded and she's spiritual. However, she's also connected into your passions and that creativity, and that's where you want to head up towards. The Empress will be able to give you a bit more of a growth and a push. She's able to temper her husband a bit, her consort. She's the third card in the Major Arcana, and she talks about growth and abundance. These two cards will also give you growth and abundance. She'll be able to really temper him a bit and allow you to really take his power, because he does have positive power, upwards towards the star as well. He's not all bad. He's not a bad card. He's just very strict. To get jobs done, we do need that rigid, structured self. Not so free-flowing and not too structured. It's part of that balance piece that I was talking about when I was shuffling. The Fall Equinox is a balance of light and dark. And we have that in each card, right? There's good and bad, pros and cons on on all cards. So it's taking the balance of both cards to really push up into the star. Allow you to connect into your intuition and allow you to connect into your the Four of Swords. Now we have double fours here. So we have the Four of Swords and the Emperor. When you're looking at angelic messages, it talks about the importance of building that foundation piece. This will help you. That rest and rejuvenation will help build a very strong foundation for you, Gemini. You don't want to try and get into intuition, into the star, without being grounded and without a good foundation. Additionally, this is something that's going to really start, that kind of releasing piece will start on Fall Equinox. And like so many other zodiacs, it's going to take time. It's going to take time to rest, to connect in, and really embrace these three major arcanas. It's going to come out through the winter, and then in spring equinox, you're really going to feel that you have that foundation and balance to move forward and start something really creative and something very exciting for the spring equinox. Let's look at what your shadow self wants to share. That message is the Moon. The Moon is the next card after the Star. It's the 18th card in the Major Arcana, and it talks about mystery and uncertainty. When we release a bit of the Emperor, that structure, we kind of will feel a little bit wobbly. It may get a little bit scary. It may be a little bit uncertain and unknown. Your ego will start to play havoc and will try and push you the other way. We're looking at four major arcanas, the fourth major arcana, and the Four of Swords. Keep yourself grounded, keep yourself balanced. That will help. Like I said, this is a little release, not a huge release. A little bit of a change, allowing a little bit of relaxation and some rejuvenation and balancing, and that will help move you forward. Like I said, little shifts, okay? Let's look at what the blessing is. What blessing does the Fall Equinox have for my Gemini friends? Okay, we've got a jumper. That's the Witch, the Healer. That's very much connected into the Four of Swords and Two of Cups. This is a time to rejuvenate and heal yourself, giving yourself time and permission. And that's very important here. Part of that release of the Emperor, giving yourself permission and time to do some self-care, do some balancing, work on that intuition. Like I said, this is going to be a process that will take some time. But when we start to heal ourselves, we can start to see that movement that we're looking for. For those who wish, you can pause the video here and reflect on these cards. This is a group reading, however, the cards were meant for my Gemini friends. What further information do they have for you? Like I said, this is a group reading. If you're looking for something more personal or specific, you can follow the link below and schedule a private reading with myself. That said, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain more insight into what release would help you through the fall equinox. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I will continue to create fun and insightful videos for my zodiac friends. If you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'm always up for feedback from my friends. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm going to go next, and I'd really hate for you to miss a video. Also, if you like this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of my tiers, the perks are private readings for myself. I have provided a link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Gemini friends.